The way that the unions attack is they use fear tactics. State and national teachers' unions claim to be for teachers and students, but they're not. Those who choose independent thought over union think are bullied and silenced.
Governor Walker introduced Act 10. Part of Act 10 was for teachers to have a choice to be in the union. Not liking that I was forced to be part of the union, I got involved. And when it became known what I was doing, I was accused of not being fit for teaching. I was accused of hurting a student. It took away everything I had worked for over 20 years.
I ran for my local school board, but before I was elected, the teachers union asked me about vouchers. I said, vouchers are a great idea. That was the death knell. You should have heard what hateful things teachers were saying, telling me I wasn't going to have a job. There is absolutely a climate of hostility if you speak up against the union. You're ostracized, you could lose friends who were colleagues. When it was time for re-election, they just went whole hog to make sure I did not get re-elected.
I thought being on campus, the whole point was to have different ideas. One of our teachers had us take a political spectrum test. I got strong conservative. So my teacher stopped and looked at me and said, well, don't you know that if you're young and you got Republican, then you don't have a soul? I was intimidated and really shown the true colors of some of our teachers in public sector unions.
When I first moved to Colorado to begin my teaching career, we had all these union meetings and they started talking about what they could offer us. They fanned out $120 in cash and they just were walking around the room and literally waving it under our chins. And I was immediately furious. I knew they were giving teacher dues money to Planned Parenthood. If your money's being used to say something that you never wanted to say, then you've been robbed of your free speech.
As I've learned more about the teachers union, I've realized the way they've tried to indoctrinate so many students in our education system.
When I'm given the choice about whether or not to pay money to the union, my choice is that I will not.
Thanks to a Supreme Court win, teachers finally have a choice to stop funding union policies that bring harm to our students.
The union is not for students, even though they say they are. I just can't be a part of that.